Live from Peters Township High School, it's the 2A WPIAL Volleyball playoffs here in the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Our first match tonight, the Ambridge Bridgers will take on the North Catholic Trojans. Good evening, everybody. My name is Lee Bone, along with Damon McDermott here for tonight's action. Second match between North Allegheny and Shaler, scheduled for 7:30, but throw that out the window, probably 8 or 8:30, probably, Damon.
We were talking about this one's going to probably go 5 sets. Both of these teams, pretty much a rivalry at this point. You had 5 sets, both matchups. You got 2 sets of brothers that are going to go at it, athletic outside hitters, and it's been a great season for both of these teams, and we'll see who can actually get that Section 2 2A title here for boys volleyball.
And real quick, before I forget, we're going to get this. I'll let you take care of that. Go ahead and read the rights there. We'll get that out of the way and we can throw it away.
Sure. This game and the broadcast rights to this game are the sole and exclusive property of the WPIAL and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Any broadcast of this game is intended exclusively for the benefit of the listening audience, and any use, rebroadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent from the WPIAL and Trib Total Media is strictly prohibited.
Get that out of the way. We can just set that aside.
Now we can focus on this great
Now let's
matchup.
get back to Ambridge and North Catholic. Let's start with the Ambridge Bridgers. 9 titles in their illustrious career. 2008 and between 2008, 09, and 010, and then from 12 to 15, and then 18 and 19. Throw in a state title in there also in 2019. 12 straight playoff appearances for Coach Glenn Freed, who's been here for 22 years, his 12th year as a head coach. Also, he started for a couple years at Stowe Rocks and then jumped over to the head coaching job here at Ambridge. Also a PIAA volleyball official, but he only officiates the girls' sports.
Yep.
Because he doesn't want to interfere. He said other coaches know him, and he just sort of feels awkward. He said he just wants a way to give back. And I said, "Do you like it?" He said he absolutely loves it. So it's good to see Glenn Free, but good to see him back out here again in a championship match.
Yeah, and I was about to say, he was joking around in an article he did. He got interviewed saying how successful they are, but it's been a couple years. For most teams, a 2-year break from being a champion, you say, oh, okay, there's going to be ebbs and flows. But Ambridge, they think they should win it almost every single year with the team they got going. Well, and this is another year they could.
Yeah, they get two very, very good players. The twins, Tyler McKnight and Trent McKnight, both first-team section players. I don't know if you got a chance to see them at all this year.
Yeah, so I saw them a couple games this year, both 6'2 seniors. One's going to play mostly in the middle, and then you have the outside hitter. And what's exciting to see from both of them, they're super athletic in front of the net. You'll see them get a lot of kills, a lot of blocks. And then if you look on the other side, North Catholic, you have a set of brothers, pretty much the same exact story. With the Ball brothers, you have Luke Ball and Nate Ball. One's a senior and one's junior. Both one of the taller people on the team, 6'1", 6 foot. And one's going to be mostly setting up the plays for his other brother. That'd be Nate Ball going to Luke Ball, and he'll get a bunch of kills for them as well.
And they're going to be killing the ball.
Yeah, they're going to be killing the ball. But, yeah, you'll see both sets of brothers super aggressive in front of the net. It's awesome to see how this has turned into a rivalry, and you have 2 sets of brothers working together trying to get a title.
Yeah, well, it should be a fun matchup. On the other side, we're talk about North Catholic. You talked about the Ball. Well, the head coach for North Catholic, Stacy Ball, and yes, it's their son. It's their 2 sons. Yep. I read an article. I saw she had 4 sons. She was not working for 14 years or so. Then she actually teaches at Central Catholic now. So she's a physics teacher over at Central Catholic, and I saw she had 4 sons. I was putting 2 and 2 together, but I thought maybe these were cousins. I didn't think they would be old or young enough, basically.
Yeah, the 1 year age gap, you'd think.
Yeah, so she's got a 23-year-old, a 21-year-old, and then these 2 in Nate and Luke. But North Catholic's program and the North Catholic girls program, Damon, has been strong for many years. I mean, it's been very, very, very good. But I didn't realize that this program didn't start since 2016, which I was really surprised. So this program has never won a WPIAL title. They came close last year, but unfortunately lost in the finals last year. Did North Catholic?
Yeah, they lost in 2021.
2021.
Yeah, 2021 they lost in the final.
And
then last year, a little bit of a down year. They were still very good, but this is it's turned into a very competitive classification where we know 2A just came about I think it's It started in 07.
Yeah.
So, and Ambridge is obviously dominated, but North Catholic has a heck of a team, and losing in 2021, a lot of these seniors would love to go out with a title.
You had a history between these two teams. They lost. North Catholic they lost 6 out of the 7 meetings. They lost in the 2018 quarterfinals, 2019 quarterfinals. They lost in the 2021 finals to Ambridge. They lost in the 21 finals. Excuse me. Last year they lost in the consolation bracket to Ambridge, but they said in the semis they won, but then lost 3-0 in the 2018 quarterfinals. Gorgeous facility here at Peters Township. I don't know if it's your first trip here.
Yeah, so as soon as I walked in, I was talking to you that I could not believe how nice this gym was. I went to like a little 2A school, so I walked into here. It looks like a college.
Yeah, this is just an awesome facility. Been open maybe about, 3 years or so, probably?
Yeah,
4 years, somewhere around
I
there.
went to one game at Bethel. The gyms look almost identical.
Yeah.
Bethel has the big scoreboard up top, but literally almost the same exact gym, and I think a lot of them are starting to go for this like bowl type of atmosphere.
Yeah, I did not get to Bethel Park yet, but I heard you drop down and walk down into it, so hopefully one day I'll get there. But see, I live in Butler, so I don't like coming to the South Hills.
Yep.
So I'm not in a hurry anytime soon to get there. We're going to turn things over to our PA announcer for tonight's starting lineups here tonight in our national anthem.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor our servicemen and women in the United States of America with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner. And now it's time for tonight's lineups, beginning with the Bridgers of Ambridge. Number 29, Adrian Rotondo. Number 33, Luca Lurch. Number 3, Carson Merlina. Number 4, Owen Buchanan. Number 6, Carter Catalino. Number 18, Chase Fetterman. Number 28, Nick Henry. Number 5, Donovan Bober. Number 9, Trevor Grabsky. Number 13, Josh Zimkowitz. Number 21, Sam Miller. Number 23, Andrew Crowfoot Vertico. Number 26, Aiden Quinterly. Number 34, Joey Bellinger. Number 1, Tyler McKnight. Number 2, Evan Scheib. Number 10, Chris Woden. Number 11, Brendan Jones. And number 16, Trent McKnight. The athletic trainer is Kaylin Mann. Assistant coaches are Derek Kuhn, Josh Jones, and Jason Benkowski. The head coach of the Bridgers, Glenn Freed. And it's time to meet the lineup for the Trojans of North Catholic. Ball. Number 13, Ro Alessandro. Number 6, Lucas Gunther. Number 9, Liam Cook. Number 11, Nate Ball. Number 24, Trey Ernsley. Number 7, Evan Camille. Number 18, Drew Palmer. Number 7, Dylan Chance. Number 14, Luke Shoemaker. Number 15, Christopher Ramalli. Number 16, Brendan Donnelly. Number 21, Marco Perry. Number 22, Joshua Snyder. And number 27, Drew Herring. Assistant coaches are Josh Hall, graduate assistant Andrew Eubinger and Aiden Ward, assistant coach Rick Ward, and the head coach Stacy Ball.
And that's your starting lineups here from Peters Township. Ambridge, the 6th seed. They defeated Derry and Seton LaSalle and Mars to get here. North Catholic, the 4 seed. They defeated Trinity, South Fayette, and upset the number 1 seed, Greater Latrobe, to get here. So we have a 4 versus 6, Damon.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit early on. When we first looked at the bracket, it's first off surprising to see these 2 teams, how successful they are being seeded so low. But they did what they had to do. Now they're in the championship against each other again, and we'll see how this goes, especially 2 teams that are very familiar with each other. You're not going to see a lot of surprises.
Yeah.
Coaches might try to change some things up, but you kind of got to just play to your strengths and see if you can win the best out of 3 that you end up playing. And I wouldn't be surprised if they saw each other in states or consolation games after this.
Our officials tonight are R1 is Mike Bruno, or Art. As we get that cheer out of the way, let's try that again. R1 is Mike Bruno, R2 Ryan Lynn, our linesmen are Tim Lutton and Anthony Perenni. Talked to both coaches before the game. Talked to Coach Glenn Freed of what's your keys to the game. He said he wants quality serving. He wants to control the outside hitters for North Catholic because they have very good outside hitters. And he wants to be able to control the ball on his side when they're able to do that. For Coach Stacy Ball, she said it's easy. We need to serve competitive and we need to pass the ball very well. She says if we do those 2 things, we're going to be in great shape.
Yeah, the one thing you'll see a lot in high school that you can't give away free points. So you'll see a lot of service errors where if you can just get the ball over the net and give yourself a chance, that's what you want to see. You don't want to see a lot of errors. But in high school, it's a little bit harder to serve, so you will see a couple. But I think that is one of the big keys of the game. You really need good serves out of both of your sides and just try to chain some points together for each one of these sides and try to get an early lead because we know this is probably going to go 5 sets.
Shut up.
I know.
Don't stop talking that 5-set stuff. You're already doing the announcer's jinx. Ambridge is on your left side of the screen in the gray, white, and the Army shorts, basically. And North Catholic in the reddish gold shirts and the black shorts. First hit, dug out there by Wotan. And a nice block, but it stays in. First point goes to Luke Ball.
Great possession there by Luke Ball. Just a little, they thought they were going to go with a spike. He goes with a little tiny finesse shot right to the left side of the net. Gets 1 point for North Catholic.
Yeah, you heard people say it was out, but it definitely fell in. So serving now is Nate Ball, also on the soccer team for North Catholic. Blocked at the net. Ambridge with another chance. Nice dump there, dug out by Romsley. Blocked at the net, and it will fall for Trent McKnight. We talked about Trent earlier.
Yeah, Trent McKnight with a huge block right there in the middle of the net. You'll see him all game long, 6'3", one of the bigger guys in Section 2A, and right there making his presence felt early on.
He's 3rd team in the WPIAL, also on the football team for Ambridge. 1-1 early on as Merlina serves. Set down, that's going to be just out. A hit from Drew Palmer. Goes 2-1.
Just a little bit outside. Palmer with an aggressive touch. Trying to stay away from McKnight in the inside of the net here.
So Merlina continues to serve. And the touch over is a missed hit there by Alessandro, making it 3-1. Carson Merlina, his brother Ashton played last year, his first team WPIL. Also, he had to set a little bit this year because the setter, Sam Miller, was hurt for a little bit. So Merlina stepped in to set, did a nice job. Blocked, it's going to go out of bounds, so the point goes to Drew Palmer.
There's Drew's second attempt at a big kill over the net. Gets that one to go through right on top of McKnight. And they're going to have to stay aggressive here as both McKnight twins up front. You got to attack them either middle or outside. Right there, they go outside left again.
So Palmer will go back to serve and into the net.
Like we talked about, service errors are going to be big. You had North Catholic now have a service error and a miss hit trying to get the net over. So that's 2 errors early on for North Catholic, and now they're down by 2.
So now serving is Tyler McKnight. Nice deep serve. Set by Palmer. Over and a kill. Luke ball. And you can hear the Luke chants from the North Catholic faithful.
And so far, North Catholic, they're down, but they're getting their outside hitter some great chances to get big kills early on to try to over top of McKnight, and that's exactly what they did there.
So Evan Camille for North Catholic. The serve dug out there by Tyler McKnight. The set blocked at the net. The overpass and tipped over beautifully there by Trent McKnight, making it 5-3. Saw that opening on the left side there, Damon.
Yeah, it was a big dig by the libero for North Catholic, but I don't think he wanted to put it over the net. And when you do that, you've got everybody shifting one way, and McKnight heads up. It's on the left side of the court for him, real nice and easy.
Sets it up. That's Ball, puts it down. Luke Ball. 5-4. Luke Ball, at the age of 10, by the way, had a heart transplant. And he's recovered well since then, for sure.
I love how much height he gets on almost every single kill he goes for, and how aggressive North Catholic's been so far. If they can just get these service errors, that's a good serve right there.
And set up, and that's into the antenna on a hit by Sam Miller. Back 5-5. Coach Freed said he's back 100% health. Injured his ankle about mid-April or so. But he's back at full capacity as Ro Alessandro is serving for North Catholic. Cross set over, and it's going to go long. Hit by Sam Miller. North Catholic takes the 6-5 lead.
No, they gave the point to Ambridge.
Well, we had a net violation. So we had a net violation there. I believe that was on Trey Pernsley, that plays football at North Catholic, does Trey. So Ambridge takes the 6-5 lead, and serving is Donovan Bober, who was first team all section, serving in the net, tied at 6. Boy, not a lot of flow yet.
Yeah, not a lot of flow, back and forth. Both of these teams know each other well, and both coaches talked about serving early on, and both teams have a service error early on.
Yeah, work out the nerves a little bit, WPIAL Championship and all. So that serve's going to go a little, hit's going to go long. Sam Miller misses.
Ref didn't even flinch. I thought he might flinch the ball off his leg. Makes the call. Great call.
These referees are used to this stuff. 7-6. And the serve. Cross set, Miller again. Blocked at the net by North Catholic. Let's try Miller again for the second time. This time the tip, great dig. They're going to have a net violation of North Catholic.
Can't get with the big swing kill. You go with a little finesse tip right over the net. It works out for, it was almost like a changeup you see from a pitcher.
Yeah, Drew Palmer, nice dig, but unfortunately slid underneath the net, which you can't do. So 7-all. No team has had bigger, well, actually Ambridge had a 2-point lead earlier. Back set, tip over by Ball, picked up by Ambridge, and the back hit line, Tyler McKnight. And at 8-7.
For North Catholic, that's almost a perfect placement there by McKnight. You're not going to be able to get that ball, especially if it gets over top your fingertips, and that's going to be an easy point.
Tyler McKnight, the 3-sport athlete at Ambridge, plays basketball and football for the Ambridge Bridgers. The Fighting Bridgers, one of the unique nicknames around the WPIAL. That's hit goes long by Palmer. And my producer, Randy Gordon, our producer for the Triple Out High School Sports Network, he always knows I'm looking for golf people that give me lessons. Well, Drew's a golfer, so maybe we can get him to give me, and the ace.
That's a huge point there. Aces, you might see 1 or 2 every set, and if you can steal a point with an ace, it's a big deal. And Ambridge now up by 3, maybe getting a little bit of momentum.
Biggest lead of the night.
Golf. I'm playing in a scramble tomorrow. I'll give you some tips. Playing at 7 sprints.
Jeez, lucky dog. Be a beautiful day for
Big
it.
dig.
And a left-handed hit by Shoemaker into the game. That blocks it back over to Shoemaker. Set over. McKnight puts it down. 11-7.
And you can start to see Ambridge bench, crowd getting into it, starting to get a little bit of momentum. That cross set works again. They haven't really been attacking the middle that much. They want to get McKnight to that outside part of the net, spike it down. Another easy point for him, up by 4.
Sam Miller. Continuing to serve, 4 straight good ones. See if North Catholic can get a point over. Cross set, that's Palmer and a violation of Ambridge.
What a shame, because that was a heck of a dig to get. Palmer had so much heat on his swing, but it was a great dig by Ambridge, but it doesn't count for anything, unfortunately.
So you're a scratch golfer, I take it?
No, not scratch. I wish. Maybe someday.
Into the game for the first time is Liam Cook, the junior, 5'10". Flow in the mullet, which I like.
Little headband, great serve,
yeah,
too.
Nice serve. And set behind there, Tyler McKnight makes the adjustment, does get it over. And then nice dig there by Wotan. Back over to Tyler McKnight, off the block, dug out by Ball. Not a good set. Palmer will just hit the free hit over. Tyler McKnight, the touch. Nice read there by Luke Ball. Back to Palmer, blocked.
Double hit.
At the net, but a double hit, as you said, on Ambridge, so it makes it 11-9.
You're seeing coaching by North Catholic to try to get the points back. You bring in the sub right away to be your server, known for a nice touch here, and we'll see if we can get a little bit of points chained together here for North Catholic. Another good one.
Touch over. Chance there for Brendan Jones, can't get it. Palmer, 50-50 ball. It's going to be won by Carson Merlina. Making it 12-9. Merlina only listed at 5'8", but he went up strong.
Yeah, went up strong, and you'll see some subs back out there. Libero's back out there for North Catholic. And I'm trying to track down. The numbers are just so tiny in volleyball jerseys. There's a service error. We'll get them to you.
Yeah,
but you're seeing North Catholic early on, a little bit more subs. They're trying to chain together some serves for some points here, only down by 2 now.
Yeah, a lot of soccer players in this Ambridge team. The Ambridge soccer lost in the WPIAL semifinals this year. Got the silver medal for Ambridge. Back set, Tyler McKnight with the dig. They're going to go right back to him. He's going to put it off the antenna. Making it 12-11.
Just when we thought we were starting to see a little bit of space, now we're back to a 1-point game.
As you said, these two teams know each other really well. First of 2 matches here tonight, the AAA matchup after this one between North Allegheny and Shaler, which should be a dynamite match in 3A. Tyler McKnight blocked at the net. Off the antenna. What a great block there. Give it to Ro Alessandro.
Trying to block Tyler McKnight at the net. He's 6'2", great vertical. You got to really get up there. And that was a double block by North Catholic. Stomped it right back down, and that's a huge point.
And that service in. The ace. North Catholic takes the lead on the ace by Nate Ball.
Nate Ball's got a little bit of momentum going on now. 3 straight serves for points for North Catholic as now they take the lead, 13-12.
Back and forth we go. So Ball to serve. Wotan over to Tyler McKnight. The set there by Miller. Dug out. North Catholic with a chance. Palmer hits it long.
That's one of the biggest things I've seen so far. Palmer is on our left side here. You got McKnight on opposite sides, and it's most of the time both teams are just trying to set those 2 guys up. And so far, McKnight's having a little bit better of a night, better hit conversion so far.
So Carson Merlina with a good serve. And if get a free ball over, and the Ambridge will get a chance, but they know it will not because it goes long and out of bounds. Ambridge retakes the lead.
A little bit of miscommunication there just when North Catholic started to get some momentum in this match.
That serve had some movement on it.
It really did.
From Merlina.
That's another one. He doesn't have a lot of spin on it. It looks like a knuckleball.
Palmer blocked at the net. We were told Brendan Donnelly was not in the game, but, or excuse me, that's Trent McKnight, excuse me. I looked at the wrong roster. I knew I'd do that once tonight.
And Trent getting on the board as his brother's been taking full advantage of this first set, getting on the board, but his brother with a huge block there.
The twin brothers.
Yep.
Trent and Tyler. So North Catholic down by 2. They go back to Palmer, blocked out of bounds. 15-14.
Trent was a little frustrated there. I think he just went up a little bit too early for that kill from Palmer. And now North Catholic has the ball back with only down 1.
And Drew Palmer, he was second team all-section this year. The setup, blocked to the net, dug out nicely by Wotan. North Catholic with another chance. Back set and down.
Awesome play. It looked like the whole time he was going to the outside of the net. Bumps it over for a middle hitter, spike there, and that's a huge point.
Luke Ball. 15 all. Back to even again.
What a beautiful play there by North Catholic. Going to have to pull out all the stops tonight.
Yeah, we're starting to finally get a little bit of flow going.
Yep.
The teams are finally settling in a little bit. And the left-handed hit and goes down for Donovan Bober, who was first team all-section.
We haven't mentioned Donovan much this game as McKnight's been taking the reins, but with him serving right now, he's up front. Great swing by him right there to get the points on the board for Ambridge.
Yeah, interesting, even though they're twins, with the different hair color tonight for Tyler.
That's what I'm using right now.
It's the only way you're going to tell for sure. A long, long hit, 17-15.
And it's almost North Catholic's just a little too amped up. The size of Ambridge is difficult to deal with, so they're swinging a little too hard. We've seen a couple outside and a couple long shots so far.
So Tyler with the serve over. Back step, blocked at the net. That's Trent. Actually, let's give that block to Donovan Bober.
And I'm not saying I'm an expert, but just we were talking about the length of Ambridge right there. Right there, you're pretty much telling yourself, I got to get this ball low. You go low, McKnight's right there and Bober to block it.
By the way, you are the expert. Tyler McKnight. The serve, and there's the ace. This hit played there by Evan Camille, and we're going to get our first time out of the night. Taken by North Catholic.
Up by 4. The serving of Ambridge has been awesome. Right there, that looked like another knuckle ball, and libero for North Catholic just couldn't get his hands on it. That's Evan Camille, the sophomore. So you see North Catholic, they have a couple sophomores in this starting lineup. Could be a little nervous, first time in a title game, because in 2021 they wouldn't be on the roster, but Ambridge got a bunch of momentum now, up by 4.
Yeah, head coach Stacy Ball from North Catholic, we mentioned, she started this boys program back in 2016. She started teaching at Central Catholic 2018, so she drives over to Central Catholic every day. God bless her for doing that. But she also coaches the Exile Volleyball Club. And she coached Special Olympics from 2002 to 2008. She coached swimming, basketball, softball, and track and field for Special Olympics for 6 years. So
that's awesome.
And she graduated from Clemson, and she is a huge, huge Clemson Tiger fan. We will not hold that against her.
No, but Pitt does have some great success against Clemson. They really do.
Well, I'm an Irish fan, so we don't need to go there either. So North Catholic down by 4, and they get the point. Lucas Gunther into the game. Number 6.
Well-needed point here. You'll get, we were just talking about Evan Camille on the serve, and you need to chain together some points here. You're down by 3. Ambridge only needs 2 to take the set.
Yeah, that 6 net 8 is tough to read for North Catholic, so we'll keep an eye on that. That serve head goes long, 19-17.
Here we go. If you're going to make a move this set, it's time right now.
That is a 6 with the headband, correct?
Yes.
It should be. That is Lucas Gunther then. Okay. That's 6 and 8.
The 6 and 8 is like, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Tough. Blocked to the net, dug out by Miller. Second chance for Miller now. Blocked again. What a great dig, but can't get it up in the air as Donovan Bober. And the timeout worked to perfection. It's 19-18 Ambridge.
Just
3
when you
straight
thought
points.
We saw a little bit of separation here. North Catholic battles back. 2 great serves, great defense for big blocks against McKnight, and now they're only down by 1.
And a very good serve. Set up Miller. Not a good hit there, but somehow North Catholic gets it over. Nice job there by Palmer. Finding the open spot, Trent McKnight. 2-point lead, Bridgers.
We've been talking about Tyler a lot, but Trent there from the middle just gives a little bit of finesse. Not a big swing, right in the middle of that North Catholic defense, and steals a point there, and now they only need 1.
So Chris Wotan will serve with a 2-point lead. Ambridge listed as the visiting team tonight since they're the lower seed. And that is Lucas Gunther. Making it 20-19. Going back to serve will be Ro Alessandro. He was first team all section was Ro. Did not get it. And the ball just barely gets over. Nice job by Merlina to keep it alive. North Catholic with another chance. Gunther with a tip and gets it. Does Lucas Gunther. Tie game.
And since Gunther's played that top side of that left side of that offense for North Catholic, he's been doing a great job. I think he's 4 for 4 for his last swings. And it's been the audible they really needed, and now it's a tie ball game here in the first set.
So Alessandro will serve again. And a miss hit.
Hit.
Won't be able to get it up. And let's see, Tyler McKnight off the netting up top, and that is out of play here at Peters Township. 21-20 North Catholic, and we get a timeout now by Ambridge. So North Catholic players falling on the ground there. Oh my gosh, Liam Cook and Evan Camille.
A little too excited. Got their knees tied up. I hope the coach didn't see that. I would have a heart attack. You're in your first set. You just got the lead, and you got knees clashing for the timeout.
Yeah, Ambridge got here. Tyler McKnight and Sam Miller. They each had 15 kills in that semifinal, and Molina with 39 assists in that semifinal match. Coach Freed, he's been a teacher, a math teacher. He was elected into the Beaver County Hall of Fame back in 2013. Been with Ambridge, as I said, for 22 years, 10 years as an assistant, 12 years as the head coach. Always a joy to talk to Glenn. And always a joy to see him during the volleyball season for the girls. The 21-20 North Catholic. And Ro Alessandro comes back to serve. Soft serve over. Tyler McKnight set up Miller. Block. Dug out somehow there by Bober, but right there for the overpass. Number 24, that's Trey Pernsley.
We haven't talked about him much, but a big swing there. He saw that Ambridge had to sell out for that dig, hits it right back to the same spot and steals a point.
Not the biggest of student sections here tonight, but they are having fun. What few of them there is, but try getting here for a 6 o'clock game. It's kind of tough. Back set, blocked at the net, dug out there by Bober. Soft hit over. North Catholic a chance. Small straight hit. It goes blocked, goes out of bounds. That's Gunther again.
We talked about it. They switched to Gunther. Gunther's playing up top now, and he's been awesome so far. Big swings. Another timeout here as we got a 3-point set.
3-point lead for North Catholic here in the first set, 23-20. And yeah, Lucas Gunther's been a big spark.
Yeah, huge spark. Early on, we weren't talking about him much. They're setting him up a lot now, big swings, and he's doing a perfect job here for North Catholic. I could be wrong. I don't think he's been blocked one time. He's been doing a great job, get it over the net for North Catholic, and Ambridge just hasn't had an answer since.
Yeah, I always like to see other sports. Lucas Gunther, check this one out. He is an ultimate Frisbee player.
Wow.
And he was elected the Player of the Year in the Spring League in D2 for his league or whatever. So it's an ultimate Frisbee league.
When I went to Highlands, our football coach, we used to do that in the off season. It's like, because it's almost a lot like football, so you can work on routes and stuff. So ultimate Frisbee's awesome.
Yeah,
and that's a great sport to be involved in. It shows how athletic he is.
And Lucas is a very good ultimate Frisbee player. So 23-20 North Catholic as Ro Alessandro serves. Back set just goes out. This hit there by Brendan Jones. Set point. They're looking for fingertips. Actually, a net violation. Net violation of North Catholic. Big turn of events there. They call a net violation
so
on
now it's
Pernsley.
23-21. And that could be a huge swing with Ambridge getting the service.
Circle that's in your scorebook right there. So Bober will go back to serve. Down by 2. North Catholic still has a timeout. Ambridge has used both of theirs. Back set to Gunther off the top of the net and out of bounds. He wants that one back.
That's an announcer jinx. I talked about how he had no errors. And there's one right there.
But we're not rooting for anybody.
Yeah.
So. 22-23 as Bober continues to serve. Big point here. Left-handed serve and a good one. Get it up in the air, set by Alessandro. Not a good one, the free pass. Ambridge with a chance and puts it in. And did it hit fingertips? No, it did not. Missed hit by Brendan Jones, set point. 2 set points for North Catholic.
And Jones is going to be kicking himself. There was not a good ball over from North Catholic. He had an advantage there to get it over. Couldn't.
Gunther gets it over. Sam Miller now, the kill attempt. Blocked at the net. North Catholic, one chance here. The setup. Palmer puts it down. First set goes to North Catholic, 25-22.
We talked about Palmer having a little bit of struggles with a couple of his attacks over the net. Right there, ices it for North Catholic, and they take the 1-set advantage.
So we'll take our first break of the night. Ambridge wins the first. North Catholic wins the first set, 25-22. You're watching exclusive coverage of the WPIAL Volleyball Playoffs here on the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Need new tires in a hurry? SE Tire has your size tire in stock. Install today. Before you hit the open road, see the tire experts at SE Tire. We do tires and we do them right. Before you hit the open road, see the tire experts at Export Tire. We do tires and we do them right. If it has wheels, we have the tires. Export Tire, your commercial tire headquarters.
Water heater emergencies don't happen at the best times.
Honey, there's no hot water. Mom, the water's freezing.
Get down here quick. At Mr. Water Heater, you'll talk to a real person 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When the last thing you need to worry about is your hot water tank. And for quality service and better than competitive pricing,
call Mr. Water Heater. Call Mr. Water Heater. Call Mr. Water Heater. Call Mr. Water Heater. Call Mr. Water Heater.
Hi, I'm Ryan DeShyla Jordan, and I'm a musical theater major, and the Seton Hill Theater and Dance Department is where I call home. At first, I wasn't sure I'd fit in, but it was a major turning point for me when I started joining clubs and doing fun things around campus, like the step team and singing my heart out at karaoke nights. I'm also a resident assistant, so I can help other students have their own great Seton Hill experience. Now, I'm not afraid to try anything.
Each quarter, In Community Magazines deliver the latest school district and township news, as well as local stories about the people, places, and businesses in your neighborhood. With 31 magazines in the north, south, east, and west suburbs of Pittsburgh, In Community Magazines has you covered. To learn more, visit icmags.com or call 724-942-0940. Again, that's icmags.com.
That was awesome.
Best seat in the house is on HSSN.
And welcome back, Peters Township. North Catholic wins the first set. Damon, how about that first set? Talk a little bit about the.
Yeah, at first you
ebbs
thought
and flows.
Ambridge was going to take that set. They had all that momentum, but great timeouts by North Catholic, set up a new game plan and steal that first set, and they get the first point here too.
That's true. Palmer with the block on Trent McKnight.
Never
Will
mind.
actually get a net violation.
Yep. That's the second time the refs kind of looked at each other.
And Coach Stacy Ball's like, what happened?
What the heck happened?
Actually, I think I'm wondering if it was a net violation or a violation of out of rotation of some sort.
Yeah, net's usually pretty obvious.
Yeah,
it's the other one.
just the way they were talking to Drew Palmer.
Yeah.
I think he might have been up too far or something up from his position. Is what I'm going to guess.
About 95% of the time you'll see net, and then
right.
the ones like that, it's very hard to see what exactly
the way the
happened.
referee was talking, that's why we're assuming it. Palmer could not get a good hit on that one, so Ambridge will get a chance. Bobin, nice dig in the back line by Gunther. Puts it down. That is Luke Ball, the Luke chance. 1-1.
Okay, so we've discovered
well,
Ball has the
dark
headband
hair. And the dark hair.
And the dark hair. Like we were talking about, the 6 and 8, and it's hard to tell the difference.
Yeah, so Luke has the Nike headband.
Yep. We
will go with. Nice tip, nice adjustment there by Trent McKnight, making it 2-1 Ambridge. We talked about athleticism. Wow.
Yeah, Ambridge, you thought both McKnights would kind of take over this series, but North Catholic, give it to them. That first game, great defense on both of them.
Tyler McKnight serving for the Ambridge Bridgers. Down 1-0, and that's going to go into the stands. Luke Ball, he's excited, making it 2-2 as he exits the game. Luke Ball, the senior.
Looks like just a quick breather.
Yeah, also a very good soccer player is Luke. Probably his better sport, his mother says. Nice dig in the back line. Tyler McKnight able to get it over, but now North Catholic will send it up. Sam Miller to touch over. Nice dig there by Camille. Back set to Gunther. Somehow Bobin keeps it alive. Trojans win another chance. Gunther blocked at the net, but it falls on the Ambridge side. Point goes to Gunther and the North Catholic Trojans. 3-2 North Catholic. Up 1-0. Camille to serve. Not a good one. Somehow Tyler McKnight gets it over, but out of bounds.
And this is the second time Camille, when he's serving for North Catholic, they've gone on a little bit of run here. It's not like the most amazing serve ever, but he has a little bit of a knuckleball to it, so it's a little bit just awkward for Ambridge, and they're trying to adjust to it.
Yeah, neither team, at least it's shown in the first set, with a lot of power serves anyways, you know, so far. Gunther, power hit there, maybe not on the serve, but that one's power, 5-2.
And another big hit by Gunther, big swing outside of the net. Him and Ball have been doing a great job to kind of swing the momentum. We thought the McKnight brothers, or twin brothers, would have the advantage up front, but so far North Catholic's been doing a great job.
Well, Coach Freed wanted to control those outside hitters, but haven't been able to do it right there. But there's Trent McKnight, gets a point back. Ambridge trails by 2 in the second set, down 1-0.
He'll take a quick breather as well for Ambridge.
Chris Wotton will serve. As I mentioned, Chris on the soccer team for Ambridge, the silver medalist. So congratulations to Ambridge there. That goes out. 5-4 North Catholic. So Wotton will continue to serve here. Gunther, that hit goes out. Boy, nice decision there by Scheib.
Yeah, and Gunther's a little frustrated. Two straight errors there by Gunther, but you got to stay aggressive, especially on the outside of the net there. He's been having a great series so far.
Yeah, but been impressed early with Carson Merlina for. It looked like that maybe went into the net, but then not. Somehow Merlina gets 4 hits though. But what a dig there by Merlina. Goes for nothing, but wow. Great hustle.
Yeah, both of these teams so far, they don't really give up on it unless it's in the stands, and that one was almost there, and he still got a hand on it.
And Merlina only a sophomore also.
Yep.
Fun to watch so far early on. Trojans with a 1-point lead. Merlina with the set, and there's the kill for Brendan Jones.
And that's where I think Ambridge's got to attack more. I'd go middle of the net. You've seen so far that they're doing, North Catholic's doing a great job to try to stabilize the outsides with Tyler McKnight and Trent McKnight, but just you got to attack the middle at this point if they're going to go real heavy on you on the outside, or a little finesse ball right in the middle would be great too. But
he's Thaman McDermott. I'm Lee Moan bringing tonight's action here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Exclusive coverage here on the network, and then miss hit there by Gunther. Ambridge takes the 7-6 lead.
And that's 3 straight miss hits by Gunther. He was hot in that first set, but so far struggling in set 2. as Ambridge now has taken the lead.
So Donovan Bober, the lefty. There's probably the hardest serve from either team there, but Nate Ball gets the kill.
Great job by Alessandro to just keep that. You see a lefty serve, and he's serving pretty hard. You don't see that every day. Dug it up there for North Catholic, and they end up getting the point.
And Lucas Gunther, the junior. Only 2 seniors on this North Catholic team. Back set. Ball blocked at the net by North Catholic. Nice dig by Bober. Let's set up Miller, and he puts it down. 8-7, but that starts with the dig by Bober.
Great defense, and we were trying to talk about Ambridge. You got to start attacking towards the middle. You keep going straight up and down with your athleticism. Most times it's going to work, but this North Catholic team now has seen you 3 times.
So Sam Miller, the junior. That's not a good one there. Making it 8-8. Ambridge with 5 seniors on their team. So 2 relatively young teams.
Yeah, I have a funny feeling these teams might face each other again next year. Both of them got a lot of momentum going with their programs.
Yeah, I've not seen the rosters of Latrobe or Mars, the 2 other seeds. And now we're checking the rotations here in the substitutions. Making sure all the paperwork is right. And apparently it's right, so let's keep mowing here. 8-8, second set. Trojans up 1-0. It's Gunther to serve. Tips the top of the net. Nice job by Bober there. Tyler McKnight, just long.
Yeah, we got Liam Cook back in the game. He comes in on rotation and subs in again when he is up for service. And the last time he stole a couple points for North Catholic, and they're going the same strategy again. You have a couple people every now and then that their expertise is serving, and he has a pretty nice serve. Oh, there's the announcer jinx again. You hate it. Which you'll see him probably get subbed out again, which now he does. He's a little frustrated, but.
So Cook will go out. Ro Alessandro will come back in. Actually, he goes out too. I didn't get a chance to ask him about Ro's first name, if it's short for anything or it's just Ro, R-O. Is that how we got the roster? So I didn't get a chance to ask him if that's Robert or something in that line. McKnight with the kill, 10-9, and that's Trent.
Trent McKnight, like we were talking about, you can attack from the outside and still go to the middle of the court. Right there, he does it. Finds that little bubble between the front and the back defense of North Catholic and steals another point for him as now they got the lead.
And Jones to serve. Gunther digs it out over to Palmer. Blocked by Ambridge. Let's set up Tyler. Tyler just a soft hit over. Trojans back over to Palmer. It's a tough angle there. Dug out by Jones. Tyler McKnight. Look for the back line of the diving dig. Great job there by Gunther to keep it alive. Ambridge with another chance. Blocked by North Catholic. And Luke Ball making it 10-all. What a dig in the back line by North Catholic.
Way to never give up on the play by North Catholic. They're just clawing back, and McKnight was shaking his head. He couldn't believe it.
I don't know how Lucas Gunther, we're handing out a play of the game. That's it right there. What a dig by Gunther. Gave up his body for sure. We're tied at 10. Tyler McKnight with the kill. 11-10, and that's the other difference between them. You get the black and the white hair, or black and gold basically hair. And if you look at their leggings there,
they're doing us some favors.
You got black and white there too. Yeah. So it's a way to tell those twins apart. Other than that, forget it. 11-10. Yeah, we had that broadcast from the Shannock too. We got quadruplets up there. Good job. That was Alessandro. Just a little touch.
A little finesse. Love to see it. It doesn't have to be a big swing every time. A lot of these high school coaches try to tell kids that. Everybody wants to go up for the big hit, but the finesse shot works.
Works just as good.
It's all 1 point.
Yeah. It looks good in the scorebook either way. And that's blocked, and it's giving North Catholic point. That's Luke Gunther with the block.
Again, great defense by North Catholic. I know Ambridge most of the time is bigger, faster, big swings, but you're seeing North Catholic, they're switching up their attacks. It's not just big swings from their outside hitters over and over and over again.
So serving again is Palmer.
Middle, there you go.
But not too soft of a hit, and taking advantage of that is going to be Luke Gunther, making it 13-11.
And maybe North Catholic just has all the answers early on. Soft, hard.
Coach Freed is going to take a timeout here with North Catholic leading 13-11 here in the second set, and they're up 1-0.
And so far, North Catholic, we know they lost in the 2021 finals, but you can't lie. So far, super impressive defense. Don't give up on any ball. A lot of great digs and doing what they need to do so far in this set, up by 2. And if they could take a 2-set lead here, we could be. I'd be very shocked. But if they go up 2-0, you never know what can happen after that.
North Allegheny leads the WPIAL with 22 WPIAL titles overall. Penn Hills, they have 11 overall. Those are your leaders. But way back in 1936 when volleyball started, the dominating school, which isn't even around anywhere, was Homestead. If you remember them. I don't. I was way before my days. But from 1936 to 1963, Munhall, Monessen, Swissville, Homestead, and Coriopolis. Those 5 schools won all the titles for 27 years.
And I don't want anybody to get mad at me. I don't think Coriopolis isn't a high school anymore either. Right?
None of those 5 schools are. Actually, Monessen's the only one that is a high school right now. Is the only one that is a high school right now. But yeah, all those schools no longer around. From 1936 to 1963 is when the volleyball started. Dug out there by Ball. Back set, but a lift there by Alessandro. Alessandro wants that one back.
Yeah, well, once again, we saw a little bit of finesse there by Ambridge. It just takes you by surprise, almost like a changeup. And Ambridge steals a point there as we have McKnight on the serve.
And that's Tyler. North Catholic having problems with it, just the free ball over. Set up to Trent, that's blocked at the net. Gonna give that to Luke?
Yeah, that's Gunther again. He's been doing a great job on offense and defense.
So not Luke, but we're gonna give it to Lucas.
Yep.
Okay. I thought maybe Luke Ball got it. Well, we'll go with Lucas Gunther on the block for sure. So North Catholic with a 2-point lead here in the second set. Miller blocked, but it falls out, so Miller gets the point. 13-14. Again, second match between North Allegheny and Shaler will follow approximately 30 minutes after the championship trophy presentations here from Peters Township. Gunther, a rocket of a hit. It just stares.
Lucas Gunther's having a heck of a 2 games here. He had that little mini sprint there with 3 errors, but other than that, he's been perfect.
Best hit of the night right there by either side. Definitely got all of that one. Alessandro the serve. Over to Sam Miller. Dug out by Alessandro. To Gunther, touchdown, and it's going to be in. Lucas Gunther gets the point for the Trojans. Trojans with a 3-point lead here in the second set, looking for their first WPIAL championship.
He shows everybody that big swing that first time, then a little finesse touch to left side of the court, and he's just having a heck of a series so far. Exactly what North Catholic needed.
So Ro Alessandro, a 3-sport athlete also at North Catholic. Bober blocked, but out of bounds. Over to 14-16. Gunther's just a cool customer, isn't he?
Yeah, he was a little mad about that block, but gets the ball, tosses it back over.
He just sort of struts off and just,
we'll get it.
Yeah, we'll get him back. With Donovan Bober, the 5'11 junior, the serve, the lefty. Nice serve. Back the ball and hits it into the net. Actually, Gunther hits it into the net. 15-16, Ambridge trails.
And he's been a little streaky. We talked about how good of a series he's had, but there's some ebbs and flows. He's had about 5 not service errors, but hitting errors. But then he can go on a streak there for North Catholic, which he did.
And the ace by Bober ties it up.
And just when we talked about a Gunther there, he couldn't get his hand under it for a pancake or just a dig. And that's a big ace by North Catholic. And just when you thought all the momentum was going one way, we're tied again.
And the North Catholic faithful can't yell scoreboard anymore because it's tied. They can yell scoreboard for a 1-0 lead, but we're back tied here in the second set as the Shaler volleyball team off their left, and that was just go out. Shaler in the house off to our left. North Allegheny not in the house yet. So Trojans with a 1-point lead, and Gunther to serve. Sam Miller blocked, and they cannot keep it alive. It was off the hands of Nate Ball. Tie game in the second set.
I think we just have to accept no matter what happens in this game, it's going to end up being a 2-point game at some point or 1 point or tied. Doesn't matter who goes on a run, it's the other team's going to claw back.
It's been working that way. North Catholic have to get the free ball over as Camille. So got a chance. Tyler McKnight, and he takes advantage of the chance.
And Tyler's been pretty quiet this series, but that's a great time to get your first kill of this set. And now they got the lead when you thought all the momentum was going to North Catholic.
Carson Merlino doing a really good job setting right now. Also, perfect set for him. Back set the ball, the block. Trying to get in the air, which Miller could not do. Tie game 18 all. North Catholic still with 2 timeouts. Ambridge with 1 timeout left here in the second set.
Serving specialist is back in the game for North Catholic.
And that's Liam Cook with the headband with some blue markings on it. So Ambridge, interesting decision for Merlina to touch it over. Not a good one there as Palmer is going to get it, and ball goes up in the rafters. Tyler McKnight able to keep it alive, and they will. So North Catholic with another chance. Palmer dug out by Wotan. Merlina over to Tyler McKnight. Oh, hits it long. The set just a tad behind him.
Yeah, I love the idea of going cross net there, but just McKnight couldn't get it in time. Little long. North Catholic a 1-point lead.
Yeah, North Allegheny is in the house. They're off to our far right in the corner. And that serve goes long. 19-all. And we mentioned about serving. Both teams have been doing really good for serving.
In high school, you'll see maybe 1 or 2 aces a set, and then the service errors are always a little concerning. But both of these teams so far, you've barely seen any.
Yeah, it's been very, very good. It's been fun. So serving now is Brendan Jones. Are we jinxing him? Nope. It's good. Not a good set there, but somehow getting it over, but it's going to be a violation of Palmer.
Yeah, Palmer just a little overzealous there. As soon as he's in the air, he knew he was already going to hit the net.
Well, not a good set by Alessandro.
Now Ambridge. You thought it might be 2-0 North Catholic. Now they got the lead.
Let's see if North Catholic can get it. There's Alessandro. Sets up Palmer perfectly there. Off the block of Trent McKnight. Tie game at 20. Who wants set number 2? North Catholic took set number 1, 25-22. And going back to serve for North Catholic is Nate Ball. Merlina sets McKnight, dug out by Ball. Back line Gunther just gets it over easily. McKnight blocked, dug out nicely by North Catholic. Palmer with the tip over. Somehow they get the ball in the air. Great job there by Bobin. Bober set up Tyler McKnight off the block and down. Credit Donovan Bober, Damon.
Great play by him. And North Catholic, it looked like they had all the momentum for that point, and they had 2 different sets there and just couldn't get a big kill. And it might cost them here as now they're down by 1 and Ambridge has the serve.
So Merlina to serve and into the net, 21-all. Yeah, nice to be having replay of some of these points here tonight. I want to thank Randy Gore and the Triple Out High School Sports Network for having
We've had a couple awesome plays already.
So Palmer to serve. Tied at 21 here in the second set. Merlina set up McKnight. Boy, ball keeps it alive, but can't keep it alive long enough. Ambridge, 22-21 lead. Remember, North Catholic does have 2 timeouts set.
We saw how important those timeouts were in the last set. It's really turned the momentum for North Catholic.
Tyler McKnight now to serve. Alessander, cross set to Gunther, blocked it out of bounds. So close for Trent McKnight. Tied at 22. Fingernail chewing time, huh?
Yeah, I'm intently watching. I was watching McKnight. It looked like he just couldn't get his hands over top of the ball like he wanted to.
Camille the serve for North Catholic. Sam Mellon and the Rockets puts them up by 1.
It is amazing to me how this is just so back and forth. You can tell both of these teams want it so bad.
2 evenly matched teams. And Chris Wotan to serve, up by 1. Alessander, the set, the lefty kill.
Swing.
Have not heard from Trey Pernsley too much.
He had a big kill in this first set, and there's another one for him right there as he comes in and shifts some momentum back to North Catholic.
5'10" middle hitter, tied at 23, and here's the big point. Now for North Catholic, serving is Ro Alessandro. Tipped over by Molina, but not good there. Matt, set point. Wait for Ambridge to call timeout. Here it comes.
And Bober just couldn't decide how he wanted to set that up for his teammate. Went over the top of the net, and North Catholic's going to take an easy point there, and now they're up by 1.
State playoffs, June 6th they start. The right to play at Recreation Hall in Penn State, 11 o'clock on June 17th. But the winner of this match will take on the District 10 second seed, and the losers of this match will be taking on the District 10 first seed. So one's going to be taking a trip to Erie, and the other's going to have a home match.
Just a little bit of a travel discrepancy there.
Erie this time of year is kind of nice, though.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
But yeah, those District 10, their championships aren't till like next weekend. So it's going to be a while for actually this weekend, and District 3 on the other side, when we get into it, 3A basketball, their championships aren't till June 2nd, June 3rd. Yeah, so it's a long way ways for them. So
these guys are going to be out of school still playing in the volleyball championships.
Oh, yes. Well, we're used to that because the boys 4 straight, North Allegheny 4 straight PIAA championships, and the girls are 6 in a row. So we're used to making trips out there. Block, set, point, Nate Ball for the North Catholic Trojans. Gives North Catholic a 2-set lead. They win set 1, 25-22. Second set, 25-22. We'll be back for set number 3. You're watching exclusive coverage of the 2A Volleyball Championships only here in the Triple Live High School Sports Network.
Need new tires in a hurry? SE Tire has your size tire in stock. Install today. Before you hit the open road, see the tire experts at SE Tire. We do tires and we do them right. Before you hit the open road, see the tire experts at Export Tire. We do tires and we do them right. If it has wheels, we have the tires. Export Tire, your commercial tire headquarters.
Water heater emergencies don't happen at the best times.
Honey, there's no hot water. Mom, the water's freezing.
Get down here quick.
At Mr. Water Heater, you'll talk to a real person 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When the last thing you need to worry about is your hot water tank. And for quality service and better than competitive pricing,
Call Mr. Water Heater. Call Mr. Water Heater. Call Mr. Water Heater. Call Mr. Water Heater. Call Mr. Water Heater.
Hi, I'm Ryan DeShyla Jordan, and I'm a musical theater major. And the Seton Hill Theater and Dance Department is where I call home. At first, I wasn't sure I'd fit in, but it was a major turning point for me when I started joining clubs and doing fun things around campus, like the step team and singing my heart out at karaoke nights. I'm also a resident assistant, so I can help other students have their own great Seton Hill experience. Now, I'm not afraid to try anything.
Each quarter, In-Community Magazines deliver the latest school district and township news, as well as local stories about the people, places, and businesses in your neighborhood. With 31 magazines in the north, south, east, and west suburbs of Pittsburgh, In-Community Magazines has you covered. To learn more, visit icmags.com or call 724-942-0940. Again, it's icmags.com.
That was awesome.
Best seat in the house is on HSSN.
And welcome back to set number 3. First point goes to North Catholic and Nate Ball. One set away from their first WPIAL championship, Damon.
And who would have thought? 2-0. I kept saying set 5. You never know what can happen. North Catholic has so much momentum going on.
Yeah, they creeped out two victories, 25-22, 25-23. Tyler McKnight tied at 1. For North Catholic, I mean, it's been Gunther, then it's been Ball, then it's been a little bit of everybody for North Catholic. They're getting a lot of participation.
Yeah, for the team, we told they're pretty young too. Like we even saw some stuff from Palmer, Pernsley. Everybody's just putting in their effort to win this title, and so far it's been super impressive to see.
And Palmer hits it out. Ambridge takes a 2-1 lead. Very important for them to really stay focused here in this third set, to try to get a big lead. Try to get this third set and try to make it into 4. Because if you get that third set, you never know what could happen. And the ace, Alessandro able to great job to keep the ball going, but Camille could not get it over. 3-1.
And like you were saying, almost North Catholic, you want to ring it in. Like you still got to win one more set. You're up 2-0. You're excited. Never won one before. You're already thinking about it, but you got business to handle.
Yeah, you can't think about it yet, for sure. Blocked at the net by McKnight. Another chance for Gunther. Blocked at the net, but falls on the Ambridge side, so Gunther gets the point. Trent McKnight a little upset with himself, but what can you do?
Yeah, what can you do? And North Catholic just has this sense around the net that they always extend the play. And that's one of the biggest difference we've seen so far. The defense by North Catholic's been outrageous.
So 3-2 Ambridge here in the third set. They trail 2 sets to done. Not a good set there.
Right there.
Actually, blocked by Alessandro.
And Alessandro, I don't know how you read that. You think he's going to go for a big swing. He somehow read that it was going to be like a nice little finesse tipper over the net, and he played it perfectly. And just, they're hot right now.
It's tied at 3-all. Molina set to McKnight, and boy, you can see the eyes turn. Saw that opening in the left part of the court.
We talked about it in set 1 and set 2. I'd love to see Ambridge keep trying to attack the middle of that defense of North Catholic. That seems where the weakness is, how aggressive they play. But it's hard to always get those finesse balls right there in the middle.
So 4-3 as Tyler McKnight serves for the Ambridge Bridgers. Alessandro sets up Gunther and gets the kill, does Gunther. But Gunther just does not celebrate, does he?
Nope. Cool, calm, collected.
Got the hit?
Business.
Okay.
I think it's the headband. I don't know. It's something.
He's been impressive, though.
Absolutely.
I said we mentioned earlier he plays ultimate frisbee. Does Lucas, a very good ultimate frisbee player. Tyler McKnight, soft hit over. Gunther another chance, blocked at the net by McKnight. Give Gunther another chance. This time he just misses. Going cross court, Ambridge takes 5-4 lead.
Just a little bit mishit here by Gunther. We're saying how great he's been, but there's been a couple times, too, where he'll get little ebbs and flows. He's been real hot, then he'll go a little cold. We saw 3 straight mishits by him, but so far an awesome series for Gunther.
You think he's going to be hitting at least 50%.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure, and that's pretty good. Bobin into the net. Bober, excuse me, Bober. 5-5. I'm going Wotan and Bobin.
Yeah, it's getting a little hard. We got brothers, we got rhyming names, we got twins. Yeah. There's a lot going on, but
I'm combining
so far so good.
Yeah, Wotan wears number 10. Bober number 5. And this hit. Right. Alessandro. I mentioned he was a 3-sport athlete, was Ro Alessandro. Plays soccer, but he also is part of the North Catholic hockey team, is Alessandro. So how about that?
Soccer and hockey, 2 great service errors, but soccer and hockey's a great mix. You don't hear that much.
Yeah, that's soccer and hockey, and he had 6 goals and 12 assists this year, did Ro Alessandro. For the North Catholic. They finished 14-5, lost in the, don't know where they lost in the playoffs, but great effort there by Bober to keep it alive. Trojans another chance and a net violation on Ambridge. But is Bober okay? He sure looks like it. Went flying into the stands, did Donovan Bober. That's the second time we've seen him fly.
Kid's super athletic, never gives up on the ball. He did show a little bit of frustration there, as it just seems like Ambridge doesn't have much answers for North Catholic, as they never give up on a play like we see right there.
They get it over. Molina set up cross court to Miller. Eats up Alessandro that time. Tie match 7-all.
Not much you can do there. Great swing there by Ambridge.
Of all these games here, each set, no lead bigger than 4.
Nope. And it just shows you how well balanced each one of these teams are and how either one of them could win this title.
And we mentioned earlier that these teams met twice, 2 5-setters, each team splitting.
Both teams won at home, so now there's no home court advantage. He's trying to pump up the crowd, though. Who's there?
A few Ambridge fans. Now the North Catholic faithful trying to get their student section going. As we're tied at 7 here in the 3rd set. Palmer blocked. There's Bober again, but unfortunately Merlina goes over Bober to try to get the ball. Couldn't get around him. 8-7 North Catholic. Gonna love the hustle. Bober 5'11", Merlina at 5'8".
You'll see Liam Cook come back in the game for North Catholic here. As we were talking about, he is a specialist in the serving category.
Just gets the serve over. Molina crossover to Tyler McKnight, blocked by North Catholic. Cook sets it up to Palmer, gets it over. Molina back to Tyler McKnight, block that goes just long. Luke Ball had the block.
There's a lot of heat coming behind that when it comes from McKnight. Ball did his best try at it, but now we're tied up again. You'll see Cook come out for North Catholic.
So Alessandro in the front net, along with Luke Ball, and along with his brother Nate Ball. Coach's sons, 2 of her 4 sons and a service error, making it 9-8 North Catholic.
That one was from Brendan Jones. That's his 2nd service error. And it's just, for Ambridge, it seems like they just can't get any momentum going as they try to steal a couple points there. Couldn't. Now they're down again by 1.
Early 3rd set. Ty McKnight block. That's Alessandro with the block.
You saw Tyler McKnight there was a little frustrated. I think he wants all the services a little up. He wants the sets to be a little up for him. As North Catholic, their defense has been phenomenal every time they go up.
Alessandro's having himself a fine night, not just the setter, but boy, he's got quite a few blocks. Blocked him at a serve. Good job putting it up and over by Brendan Jones. 50-50 ball. North Catholic wins that, but a net violation. They're going to call it on a double hit on Alessandro. North Catholic on the 1 point.
I think he's arguing that McKnight touched it, but I don't think he did. It can be a point for Ambridge.
And he's going to go talk to the referee. That's one thing about the volleyball sports. The coaches never talk to the officials.
When I started doing games at RMU, I never knew that until, because one of the things you don't really see that much. And in college, I was like, why is the coach not going over there? But the players go over there and they kind of relay the message and what happened. And it's one of the unique things, too.
Yeah, they just don't do it, which I don't agree with, but that's the way it is. Palmer gets it in and the right back. 11-9.
Can't place that one much better. Like baseball, right on the corner. I don't care how good a defense you're playing there, that's going to get in there, and that's a great kill by Palmer.
So Drew Palmer, mentioned earlier, part of the golf team at North Catholic.
We both need some lessons from him.
I need more. And blocked by Gunther. Actually, I'm getting free lessons from the athletic director from Swickley Academy, Win Palmer.
Wow.
We're going to get a first time out here taken by Ambridge. Yeah, Win Palmer gave me a lesson a couple years ago, and then when unable to hook up. Yeah, I got to interview Win during one of the basketball games recently, and I knew he was the golf coach at Swickley Academy. And I said, by the way, what's your handicap? And he said 3.2.
Oh, so he's playing above.
I said, what's this .2 stuff? He said, I'm trying to get down to 3. Like, oh, come on.
Yeah, I'm like a 15, which is...
So I saw him a couple years later and said, did you get the 3? He says, oh, yeah, I'm down to 3. So, but he's a basketball coach for many years, the athletic director, the softball coach this year now. He gave up softball, but then the softball coach stepped down. So now he's back to softball coach at Swickley Academy also. Does a little bit of everything for Swickley Academy.
And don't look now. I love talking golf, we all do, but North Catholic up by 3, and they're up 2-0 for their... Could be going for their first WPIAL title. And for Ambridge, I think it might be a little bit of a shell shock. You thought it would be, we talking about a 4-set, 5-set match, but North Catholic with the ball, up by 3, up 2-0.
A lot of momentum for sure. As Drew Palmer comes in to serve. 2-0. North Catholic with the lead. Palmer serves. Merlina sets up McKnight. That's blocked by Luke Ball. He shows the emotion.
Yeah, he covers the emotion for him and Gunther.
Yeah.
It might not be the headband then, because he got one on too.
Luke Ball, the senior, going to be off to Ohio State for business. He'll probably play club volleyball, you would think, anyways.
Oh, absolutely.
Merlina, the touch over. North Catholic with a chance and a late call by the head referee.
Thought his hand went over the net, kind of guided it down.
And Coach Freed is pleading his case right now. That was
very late.
Very late call.
We love our officials, but that one is super late.
And remember, Coach Freed is a PIAA volleyball official.
Yep, so he had something to say about it. And that's a huge point. You're down 5 now, which is the biggest lead we've seen in all of the 3 sets. But for Ambridge, you can't really fret about it. You got to...
Making sure the rotations are correct.
Yep. Now you're down 5.
And Palmer serving.
Can't worry about that call. Got to go right back to it.
Flips the tip of the net, but Jones able to corral that. Wotan to put it over. Alessandro sets up ball, and he puts it down. 15-9.
You saw Merlina try to pancake that ball, but there was so much heat behind it. Couldn't get under it. North Catholic now up by 6.
Everything going the Trojan way right now. Looking for their first WPIAL championship are the Trojans. McKnight trying for the pancake. There was Camille could not get that. So Tyler McKnight with the kill, making it 15-10. Well, you need some points here from Tyler McKnight.
And Tyler McKnight's been one of their better servers so far tonight. You'd love to see him chain a couple points here.
Like to get at least 3 here if he could. Back set, Luke Ball just out. From this angle, it looked pretty good.
It looked pretty good. It really did. McKnight looked at it, and you saw he's like, oh no, nobody's there. But another point for Ambridge by the skin of their teeth.
Which we're up high. Referees right there.
Yep.
So 4 referees in the playoffs. Block. Camille puts it back up to Palmer. And they'll just get it over. Does Alessandro. McKnight again with the kill. Trent McKnight. 15-12.
North Catholic, again, they don't give up on the play. 2 great blocks again, but you can only play such good defense when you got McKnight there in the middle and he finally gets it over for him.
Like to get another pointer for your Ambridge right now. Down by 3 here in the 3rd set and 2 sets to none. Alessandro over to Gunther off the top of the net, out of bounds. There's your 3 points.
Yep, I was about to say, you said they needed 3. There it is. And there's going to be a timeout, too.
There's the timeout taken by North Catholic. They're still up 2 sets to none. You and I were talking before the broadcast, Damon, that we like to look at famous alumni from both these different schools. And I got a chance to look up. North Catholic, we know pretty much Dan Rooney.
Yep.
He's
can't really compete with that one.
Kevin Colbert.
Yep.
Everybody knows him. Luke Ravenstall, ex-mayor of Pittsburgh back in probably the mid-2000s, somewhere around there, Luke Ravenstall. So those are some of the famous ones. Now, on the Ambridge side, not so much, but found John Nicholson. He was the Steeler head coach from 1948 to 1951, graduated from Ambridge.
See, everybody talks about Noel, Coward, Thomas.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about... He was the coach.
Yeah. Plus, he was the Pitt head coach for 10 years, from 1955 to 1965. And also Mike Lucci, from 1962 to 1973, played in the NFL. Unfortunately, he played for 3 years at Cleveland on 9 years of Detroit. But we digress.
Not much winning there.
But those are some of your famous athletes coming from Ambridge. And while we come back here, a point for Ambridge. Cuts the lead to 1.
Don't look now. North Catholic might have been looking ahead a little too far. They had that huge lead, and now it's only 1 point.
So Tyler McKnight to serve. Alessandro, back set. Luke ball off fingertips and in. Breaks the string of 4. Trojans with a 2-point lead. And Camille will serve. Crowd fouling in for the second match between North Allegheny and Shaler. Again, no way this match is starting. Second match starting at 7:30. The tip, it goes out of bounds.
And this is about as quick as this game could have went so far.
Yeah.
And still, there's no way.
Yeah. Trent McKnight's done that a lot tonight, but this one just hits wide. Trojans with a 3-point lead.
8 points for the trophy.
Not a good one. It goes out of bounds in the set attempt by Bober.
You've seen them try that a couple times, crossing that attack there from Ambridge, but you got to play it perfectly. And right there, that's a huge error. As now North Catholic's up 19-14.
18-14.
Oh, 18-14. Sorry.
Scoreboard. Don't worry. Never trust the scoreboard. But this time we can. Merlina, the McKnight in. Whew.
You're not going to get a dig on that one.
One of the better hits we've seen from Trent McKnight. Bridger's down by 3 as Woden will go back to serve, the senior. Thought maybe it might go out of bounds, but they do play it. Gunther off the net, dug out by Merlina. Woden back to Bober, and down. Bober with the kill. 18-16 North Catholic.
It ain't over yet.
Woden to serve again. Camille, Alessandro set up to Gunther, blocked and out of bounds. Trojans get the point, 19-16, Trojans 3-point lead.
The North Catholic fans really starting to get behind their team now. They need 6 points, up by 3 for their first ever Class 2A Boys Volleyball WPIAL Championship.
They lost the 2021 finals. Back here this year, Miller gets the kill, but it goes out of bounds, not off hands.
There's Ambridge again. I feel bad for him because a lot of these close calls have gone the other way. And you're going to see a timeout here. And how close these sets are. A lot of those calls can be the momentum swing that you're seeing in a lot of these sets, but so far you can tell North Catholic's been the better team.
Yeah, what do you think Coach Glenn Freed in that huddle? What's he saying to his team right now, David?
Oh, there's just so many. For them, I saw some body language already, like they're kind of giving up from the substitutions, and it's like you got to fight every point to the last. You've seen none of these sets have been won by a wide margin, so definitely need to get the serve back and do your best to just chip away. But right now, you're playing huge defense when you only got 5 points to work with now.
So looking at the keys that Coach Freed, quality serving, I think he's had that tonight.
Yep.
Controlling the outside hitters.
That's
not
where
so much
North
there.
Catholic's been dominating in my opinion.
They haven't really been controlling the ball on their side like they'd like to, I think. So
the biggest surprise for me is I thought McKnight would take over for Ambridge, which he's had a great series too, but Gunther and Ball, they've been just doing a great job on the outside attacking, and their defense has been awesome.
Miller, nice
like
dig
that
out
right there.
Gunther gets it over. Back to Miller, perfect set and get the point. 17-20, Ambridge trails.
But that was just a prime example right there. North Catholic's defense, they just don't give up on any possession, and they've been getting their hand under about everything. And that's been the biggest difference I've seen. The defense by North Catholic's been awesome to watch.
So Donovan Bober trailing 2 sets to none and down by 3 points here in the third set to serve for Ambridge. Back set to Gunther. Rocket, count it. And if you look at the North Catholic side, serve competitively.
Yep.
And pass the ball well.
Which they've been doing a great job.
So
we've been talking about Gunther and Ball, but the sets they've been getting has been awesome for them to get big kills over the top.
Miller off the antenna. 22-17. Ambridge out of timeouts. So they cannot stop this momentum swing. The North Catholic faithful ready to celebrate, but they get 3 more tough points. The number 4 seed trying to take the WPIAL Championship here. Somehow Woden gets it into the air. Alessandra back set the ball. I got there. Molina now. Missed it. 23-17.
And everything's going North Catholic's way, and Ambridge, you can kind of see it slipping away.
There's your body language right
that's
there.
what I was talking about. You got to fight to the very end, but it just seems like everything's just going North Catholic's way tonight, which sometimes it's going to happen.
So Miller, nice tip, but couldn't get the ball up in the air, though. Make it 23-18. Lucky there wasn't an injury there by Gunther going for that ball.
Yeah, they fight for every possession, but the one thing, they just fall over each other because everybody's attacking the ball.
Sam Miller needing a lot of points here.
North Catholic, 2 points. All you need.
Not going to get one. Blocked to the net by Brendan Jones. 23-19. So Miller will do it again. Boy, Gunther having problems with that.
Yep.
Palmer's going to have to get the soft hit over. Ambridge with a chance here. Cross it over to Tyler McKnight. Blocked, dug out by Woden. Second hit. What a good one there. Trojans with a chance. Tipped by Ball. Dug out there by Bober. McKnight now. Alessandro able to hand that. Back to Palmer. Tyler McKnight gets the ball over. Best volley of the night right here. Gunther hits it almost out of the gymnasium. 23-20. North Catholic still.
Just when you think North Catholic is going to wrap it up, Ambridge starting to rattle off some points. The faithful's trying to get behind them.
Miller serving. Over to Palmer, touch over. Somehow Bober gets it up in the air. The McKnight gets the point, 23-21. North Catholic lead, and here comes the timeout.
Don't look now. And the body language is out of nowhere got better for Ambridge. They think they got a chance now. Only down by 2. For North Catholic, these last 2, you just keep saying you need 2, you need 2, you need 2, but and you're nervous, and before you know it, it can be tied. So you just got to lock in here, do exactly what you've been doing the last 2 sets. Great defense. Get the ball back on your side.
And again, after this broadcast, or after this match, we will have the trophy presentations, and then we'll have a quick wrap-up because we need to get ready for the Shaler and North Allegheny match, the second match here in the Trib Live.
As we can see, there's people ready to
roll. The Shaler student section is here, of course, for sure. So they're getting ready. The North Allegheny student section getting ready also. So it should be a fun match between the two powerhouses and number 1 and number 2 seeds, unlike number 4 and number 6 here in 2A. Been a fun one, though. Latrobe is playing as they played earlier. Actually, they're playing as we speak against Mars for the 3rd seed in the state playoffs. When we find that score, we'll pass that along later on. Ambridge down 23-21. Miller, boy, just gets it over the net. Whew. Palmer was going to go long, but Miller plays it. Over to Ty McKnight, not good there, just get it over softly. Camille, Alessandro, the lefty, there's Persley again.
Big points every single set. I think that's what you were about to say, but it seems he's quiet the whole entire time, and then boom, right when North Catholic needs it. Yep.
3 late hits. Persley has 3 kills all right around this time.
Every time it's been right when North Catholic needs the point of momentum. Big time plays by the sophomore.
And Liam Cook, 3 match points.
Serving specialist, here he comes.
Molina, dugout, and a net violation on North Catholic.
We might see, no timeouts left either side, right?
North Catholic, yep. That's right, both teams out of timeouts.
Yep, I thought we might see one more there, but they're just going to roll with it. So 1 point.
Big serves, 24-22. Brendan Jones the serve. Just get it over, and he does. Back set, ball blocked at the net. Trent McKnight, 24-23.
And Trent's back in the game. He was off on rotation on the bench. You got both McKnight twin brothers back in. And we'll see what they can do. Now only down by 1.
Brendan Jones, the key right now is get the ball over first, and he does that. Camille, Alessandro, Palmer, dug out there by Bober, flying again. Trent McKnight, dug out by North Catholic. Back hit from Gunther, dug out by Jones. Ty McKnight, what a dig by Gunther. Too close to the net, tie match.
Oh my, this one's starting so far. What a volley by both teams, and now Ambridge is right back in. His fans are up. Body language is back. McKnight, twin brothers are pumped up, and they have the serve.
24 all. And the serve goes long.
Oh, we talked about serving errors, and that's a big one.
Well, at least he didn't serve the other 2.
Yeah.
So Nate Ball, the coach's son, will try to serve it out for North Catholic. 25-24.
I said,
Molina, McKnight gets it over. Here's the chance for North Catholic. Can they do it? Your WPIAL champions, North Catholic Trojans. First ever WPIAL champions for the North Catholic Trojans. What a match, Damon.
What a match. I cannot believe it was 3-0. We saw both teams fight. You thought Ambridge would steal a set at least. And all the success Ambridge had going into this. But North Catholic finally defeats those demons and get their first title, and it's awesome to see.
So we're going to take one final break. We'll talk a little bit about this match, and we'll take a break, and we'll be back with the trophy presentations. You are watching the 2023 2A Volleyball Championships only here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Need new tires in a hurry? SE Tire has your size tire in stock. Install today. Before you hit the open road, see the tire experts at SE Tire. We do tires and we do them right. Before you hit the open road, see the tire experts at Export Tire. We do tires and we do them right. If it has wheels, we have the tires. Export Tire, your commercial tire headquarters.
Water heater emergencies don't happen at the best times.
Honey, Honey, there's no hot water. Mom, the water's freezing.
Get down here quick. At Mr. Water Heater, you'll talk to a real person 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When the last thing you need to worry about is your hot water tank. And for quality service and better than competitive pricing.
Call Mr. Water Heater. Call Mr. Water Heater. Call Mr. Water Heater. Call Mr. Water Heater. Call Mr. Water Heater.
Hi, I'm Ryan DeShyla Jordan, and I'm a musical theater major. And the Seton Hill Theater and Dance Department is where I call home. At first, I wasn't sure I'd fit in, but it was a major turning point for me when I started joining clubs and doing fun things around campus, like the step team and singing my heart out at karaoke nights. I'm also a resident assistant, so I can help other students have their own great Seton Hill experience. Now, I'm not afraid to try anything.
Each quarter, In Community magazines deliver the latest school district and township news, as well as local stories about the people, places, and businesses in your neighborhood. With 31 magazines in the north, south, east, and west suburbs of Pittsburgh, In Community Magazines has you covered. To learn more, visit icmags.com or call 724-942-0940. Again, it's icmags.com.
That was awesome.
Best seat in the house is on HSSN.
And welcome back to Peters Township. Ambridge receiving their silver trophies as we speak. What a season, though, for Ambridge, Damon.
Oh, what a season. They can't look down. They still have a great chance going into the states. And they lost their rival in the best of three, and North Catholic just had everything going for them tonight. And it was a combination of things, but Ambridge, great season again. We know how much success a lot of these players have seen in their 4-year career here.
Yeah, they had 9 titles in their career. They have not won one since 2019, but another great year, though. I mean, their 12th straight playoff appearance for Coach Glenn Freed as they get prepared to receive they all have their silver medals right now. We'll zoom in on the Ambridge Bridgers as they receive their trophy.
And I know a lot of kids get upset when you get that silver medal, but being the second best team and all the WPIAL in your classification, you guys did a great job.
And there's the Ambridge Bridgers and the captains and the seniors, Tyler McKnight, Evan Scheib, also Trent McKnight on there, Chris Woten, Brendan Jones. Great job by them 5 with those silver trophies. But how about the North Catholic Trojans? Coach Stacy Ball taking over this program from the inception, from the beginning. 2016 is when it started. They played 2 years of club ball, basically, was accepted into the WPIAL in 2018. So 2008 took 5 years, and you get your first WPIAL championship. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, pretty impressive. She's done a great job, and for North Catholic tonight, they were just firing on all cylinders. We saw the great defense, great service, great sets, and it just everything that could have went right for North Catholic tonight really did, and it was just a team of destiny finally defeating those demons. I know they've only been around for 5 years, but we know how hard they've worked, and it's great to see them get that championship.
And we're going to turn things over to our PA announcer for tonight's presentations. See if we can pick it up. If not, we'll come back here. That's going to be a little bit too loud with the North Catholic fans, so just recognize the couple seniors in Luke Ball and Ro Alessandro. But talk a little bit about this North Catholic team tonight, Damon, and Lucas Gunther and company.
Yeah, Lucas Gunther, you had Luke Ball, Nate Ball. We've seen even some of the underclassmen do a great job. Like we talked about, Trey Pernsley with a couple of huge points there for him. So relatively, they had a lot of upperclassmen really step up tonight. You have a couple seniors with Alessandro and Luke Ball. But other than that, you got most of this team coming back where they could try to defend their title again next year.
Yeah, but it was definitely a fun group to watch here tonight. You mentioned over and over, this team doesn't, I mean, those bodies were flying
around. It was awesome to see, never give up. A lot of these coaches will tell you, you got to fight for every point, and North Catholic really did that tonight.
So as the final trophy, gold medal getting handed out, congratulations to their coaches for North Catholic, Rick Ward, also Josh Ball, head coach Stacy Ball.
She did a great job. Remember that early timeout?
Oh, you better believe it.
When they were losing that first set, and they've done a great job. Well-coached team. Great job by Stacy.
Now the presentation of your WPIAL Volleyball Championship Trophy, the North Catholic Trojans. And that will do it here from the Peters Township Gymnasium. Great job here. I want to thank our producer, Randy Gore, my partner, Damon McDermott. My name's Lee Moon. Your final score, North Catholic defeats the Ambridge Bridgers 3-0 to claim their first WPIAL 2A championship. And you've been watching everything here on the Trip Live High School Sports Network. Have a great night, everybody.